Mysterious desert kites. Mysterious desert kites are a type of archaeological structure found in various desert regions around the world, including the Middle East, North Africa, and Central Asia. They are thought to have been built by ancient peoples as traps for hunting wild animals, particularly gazelles. Desert kites are typically large structures made of stone or other materials that stretch across the desert landscape. They consist of two main components: a long, stone-walled corridor called a drive lane, and a circular or semicircular enclosure called a killing area. The drive lane is designed to funnel wild animals, particularly gazelles, into the killing area, where they would be trapped and killed by hunters waiting in ambush. The exact age and origin of desert kites is still a subject of debate among archaeologists. Some believe they date back to the Neolithic period, while others think they were built during the Bronze Age. There are also various theories about the cultures that built them, with some suggesting they were constructed by early nomadic tribes and others attributing them to ancient civilizations like the Sumerians or Babylonians. Despite their mysterious origins, desert kites offer valuable insights into the hunting practices and social organization of ancient peoples. They are also a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of human beings in adapting to the challenges of life in arid environments. How do desert kites work? Desert kites work by exploiting the natural behavior of wild animals, particularly gazelles, to trap them in a confined space where they can be easily hunted. The structure of a desert kite typically consists of two main components: a long, stone-walled corridor called a drive lane, and a circular or semicircular enclosure called a killing area. The drive lane is usually several kilometers long and can be up to 100 meters wide. It is designed to funnel wild animals, particularly gazelles, into the killing area. Hunters would typically start by driving a herd of gazelles or other wild animals towards the entrance of the drive lane. The walls of the drive lane are often built at an angle, which makes it difficult for the animals to turn back once they enter. At the end of the drive lane, there is often a curved wall or fence that directs the animals into the killing area. The killing area is a circular or semicircular enclosure that is often several hectares in size. It is usually surrounded by a wall or fence that prevents the animals from escaping. Hunters would typically be waiting in ambush within the killing area, armed with spears, bows, or other weapons. Once the animals were trapped within the enclosure, they could be easily hunted and killed. Desert kites were often located near seasonal water sources, such as oases or river valleys, which were important for both the hunters and the animals. They were typically used during the dry season when wild animals were more concentrated around water sources and easier to hunt. Overall, desert kites were an effective and efficient way for ancient hunters to trap and kill wild animals, and they provide valuable insights into the hunting practices and social organization of ancient peoples. When was the desert kites era? The era of desert kites is not well defined, as they were built over a long period of time by different cultures and civilizations. However, most desert kites are believed to date back to the Neolithic and Bronze Age periods, which spanned from around 10,000 BCE to 1200 BCE. Some of the oldest known desert kites have been found in the Arabian Peninsula and date back to around 7000 BCE. Others have been found in regions such as the Levant, North Africa, and Central Asia, and are believed to have been built during various periods throughout prehistory. Desert kites were used by a variety of ancient peoples, including early nomadic tribes and ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. They were an important tool for hunting wild animals in arid regions and provided a reliable source of food for many communities. Today, many desert kites are still visible in the landscape, and they continue to fascinate archaeologists and historians who are studying the ancient cultures that built them. Any desert kites left now? Yes, there are still many desert kites that are visible in the landscape today. While many of them have been damaged or destroyed over time, there are still numerous examples of desert kites that can be seen in various parts of the world. Some of the most well-known desert kites are located in the Middle East, particularly in Jordan, Israel, and Saudi Arabia. In Jordan, for example, there are several large desert kites that have been partially restored and can be visited by tourists. These include the kites at Wadi Jilat and Wadi al-Qatar, which are among the largest and best preserved examples of desert kites in the world. In Saudi Arabia, There are also numerous desert kites that can be seen, particularly in the regions of Al Juf, Tabuk, and Hale. These include the kites at Khyber, which are believed to be some of the oldest examples of desert kites in the world. Desert kites can also be found in other parts of the world, including North Africa and Central Asia. In Algeria, for example, there are several large desert kites that date back to the Neolithic period, while in Kazakhstan, there are numerous examples of stone-lined corridors that are believed to have been used for hunting wild animals. Overall, while many desert kites have been damaged or destroyed over time, there are still numerous examples that can be seen today, providing valuable insights into the hunting practices and social organization of ancient peoples.